I didn't have lofty goals like that. I didn't want to change the world. I just wanted to change the car. So I come from a lower middle class family in Hawaii. And now we were not, dirt poor, can't afford to eat and have no clothes and, no books, but we definitely were not rich. And I have to tell you, I didn't know I was poor until I went to the mainland. Because I was just, happy. I mean, if you don't know, you don't know. And then it's a funny story. I have like 4 little stories here. So I was hijacked of my, allowance or lunch money on a public transportation bus twice in school. And then, as you say, someone gave me a ride. A family friend gave me a ride in his Porsche 911. And then my classmate's mom let me drive her home one night in her Ferrari Daytona. Many people have this, you ask them, well, what motivates you? They say, well, I wanted to end poverty. I wanted to reduce the digital divide. I wanted to end climate change. I wanted to change the world. And to be completely honest, I didn't have lofty goals like that. I didn't want to change the world. I just wanted to change the car. And so my conclusion from that is that, if you want to dent the universe and change the world and end poverty and the digital divide and climate change, hallelujah, God bless you. But my goals weren't that sacred. And yet, if you look back, what does it matter what motivated me? I am what I am. So it's not what motivates you, it's that you are motivated somehow. I can't tell you that when I see a movie like Crazy Rich Asians or I see a series like Bling Empire, I'm saying, oh God, go. I can't tell you I'm in that frame of mind, but what can I say? When I was an undergrad at Stanford, there used to be this thing called Parents Weekend, which was when the parents visited. And many of the families from California, their parents drove to Stanford. And so when the parents were there, they all take you out to dinner and you go out, hang out with your roommates' families and all that. And so during Parents Weekends, my friends in the dorm, their parents used to show up. And like one in particular, he drove a Ferrari. And I saw this guy, he was a cardiologist and he drove a Ferrari. I used to look at parents and him and I say, God, guy, that is why you're at Stanford. That's why you're studying hard. And that's why you're going to work hard, because someday you're going to buy a Ferrari. Now, fast forward, I have owned Porsches and stuff. But now, just to give you full circle here. So now I go to Stanford. This is when Stanford was, still in person. So I drive around Stanford because it's near my house. And, I see kids playing basketball outdoors and walking around. And I look at them and I say, oh man, I wish I was them. My biggest problem is the midterm, right? That's your biggest problem, your midterms. So what I would give to be back in college, and I can guarantee you, they're probably looking at me saying, what I would give to drive a Porsche like that guy. So, the grass isn't always greener. And
it comes back to what you said earlier, isn't it, Guy? Like you said, when you were young, you didn't know you were poor because it's all relative. I think an important question to ask is, what is poverty? Because you could have millions of dollars and be emotionally and spiritually bereft. And to me, that is poverty.
Are we going back to politics again?
No, that was not my intention, but I see exactly what you mean by that comment.
Okay, I'm just wondering.
Just checking.
You opened the door, and I drove right through it, baby.